What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother, King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at the King Jabez. And for those who want to talk to me one-on-one, I do offer consultations. Whatever you decide to do, it will be greatly appreciated. Well, man, let's do some work. We're back in the Lion's Cave today with another very important message. And I believe I gave this message titled, Seed Retention Becoming More Attractive Than the Pack. Becoming that 1 in a million man. I really believe this in my heart. As you can see from the title, current streak, I like to say current 80 plus days of seed retention. You guys who know me and follow my content, this is my very first video on my platform, December 5th, 2019. So I came out the gate speaking on this subject. I talked about the famous practitioners. You guys remember 2020, we talked about LeBron, we talked about David Hay, Ali, my own personal journey, being celibate in my 20s for most of that time, and just my overall experience with this journey and how I believe it can really transform you and make you more attractive than the pack. So I want to talk about today, and notice I didn't say woman attraction, which is a part of that. I didn't just say money. I believe all across the board. Seed retention, from my deep study of this subject, hours of content I posted myself, over 30 videos, reading several books, reading through one now. The Quote Serpent, which is a 300 plus page book, learning from that, and really want to give you guys some fresh content. So this is why I don't talk about it every week. I mean, there's so much content out there, it can become redundant. So while I speak as necessary, I think the last time I did this was on day 50, so about 30 plus days later, coming back with this subject and really just encouraging you with my current journey, right? And want to motivate you. I do believe that there is something special about that 90-day mark. And whenever I've done this is not my first streak, as you guys know, who have followed me for a while. Whenever you get to that 90 plus day mark, this is a game changer, gang. This is when you begin to manifest, even with manifesting, I think around day 60. This is no exaggeration. I think around day 60, 65-ish. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I got I don't want to exaggerate. I think it was 5 or 6 consultations just came in back to back in one day. And that's my personal business. And so I know, and I've talked to other men too. I talked to a guy who was into real estate. And he would say when he would go on a longer streak, he would have more sales. And so other men have spoken on this, how you attract good to you. So again, I notice I didn't say female attraction. That is part of it, because women be looking. Trust me. You in the gym, I'm a 6'2" man, 200 pounds. I'm fit. You be seeing the ladies be looking from across the room. You feel the energy. So that is definitely a part of it. And I'm going to speak on that too, why that actually happens, and give you some game on that as well. But this is about attraction as a whole, whether it be women, whether it be finances, business. You're glowing, man. Let's talk about it. You are glowing. Your skin is clear. You see that glow. Eyes are bright. Teeth quality will improve. Beard's looking a little better. Hair growth. All of these are the kind of I wouldn't say surface level, but the physical benefits. But then on a much deeper level, you are involving in your spirit. That energy, that life force is traveling through those 7 energy centers or chakras. So you're raising your frequency on a spiritual level, on a physical level, as well as intellectually. So you are growing all across the board as a man, and that's naturally going to make you more attractive. It's kind of honestly, common sense. My boys kick some science. As your energy travels upwards, you become more attractive, right? Where energy flows, that's where energy goes. So as opposed to it leaving in a normal sense, most guys do, when it travels upwards and is actually nourishing your brain, this is why you have brighter eyes. This is all biological. It's not just something we come up with on YouTube just to give views. This is the way God made us as men. So your seed, as far as I'm concerned, is given to you for that very reason, like any other seed in the earth. It's there to bear fruit. And whether that be fruit of the womb, having babies, sons and daughters, your legacy, literally your seeds, your life, smaller versions of yourself. I have children. So that's the purpose of your seed, to bring babies into this earth with a woman that you love. And if you're not doing that, to hold on to yourself, to nourish yourself, right? I forget the philosopher right now, but he talked about how, when chastity is the flowering of a man. So this is going to help you to blossom and grow as a man. A lot of you guys get caught up on age. You're a man, right? I don't care how old you are, whether you're a teenager, 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50-year-old guy listen to this. This discipline will help you. Because listen, don't get it twisted. Guys think sometimes once they get to a certain age, I won't have to worry about this anymore. Yes, you will. Bill Clinton got himself into trouble in his late 40s. Okay, a lot of powerful men get themselves, listen to me, in trouble with women in their 40s and 50s. So this is not just a talk, some of you thinking this, for guys 18 to 34. That's a big part of it, don't get it twisted, but it's about all men. If you're listening to this and you're 16 to about 55, I may give you a break when you're 60. You still need to be careful. But any guy, 16, 20, 30 some, early 40s, early 50s, you're still in shape. You see what happened with Shannon Sharp recently. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. This is a man talk. I don't care who you are. So don't get caught up on that aspect of it. This is for you. So the reason you become more attractive than 1 in a million is that you are vibrating at a higher frequency. I mean, you're at a level that literally most men never get to on an energetic level. Not saying you're better than anybody. We're clear on that. Doesn't mean that makes you better than other people. But it does distinguish you. And the reason this is important is because you are vibrating at a higher frequency. It's that simple. You're operating at a level that most men never really reach. You guys watched my content. I talked about this years ago. Most guys are stuck in that 1 to 21 day cycle. That's simple. Most men are releasing consistently somewhere between 1 and 3 weeks, if even that far. So you start talking about 80 days, 3 months, a year, 2 years. This is where you want to be. And especially for you guys who have ambition. If you listen to this video, you got ambition to be a millionaire. Okay, you got ambition to get into the league. Keep that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about it. I just talked about this on my Instagram page. This is another subject for another day. But I'm all for a man going as high as he can. I'm not the guy to try to tell you what you can't do. Man, my boy, shoot for the stars. If you want to be an artist, believe in yourself. If you want to be an entrepreneur, pursue that. If you want to create content, you want to rap, you want to be a minister, you want to be a businessman, you want to be a tradesman. I don't care who you are as a man, a barber, tattoo artist. If you are a man, listen to this. This will give you more ambition. Just speaking about just even my current journey, that's on this current streak. I just have more energy to get things done. My content's growing on other platforms. I'm seeing my business improve, my relationship with my family and my loved ones. Gains at the gym. I hit a PR or deadlifts just on last Monday. This is the most I've lifted in a long time, right? And so I can see that the physical strength is there. The energy is there. Literally this life force that's there to bring a baby into this earth. Think about that. You're retaining that in yourself. And the fact that men want to debate this, no matter how many videos you show people, you can give them all the facts. You can talk about all the famous people. You could tell them that Nikola Tesla did this, Mike Tyson. You can talk about Steve Jobs, which is all true, by the way. Beethoven, which is all true. Inventors, athletes, scientists, doesn't matter who they are, black or white. Indian culture over in India, over in Africa. I talked about Shaka Zulu. I have hit this topic from every angle possible. And there are still men who will debate me on this. And my belief is that you don't want to do this. It's simple because it's hard to do. If it was easy, you wouldn't be the 1 in a million that's doing it. So even if you clicked on this video, I congratulate you, because some guys going to see this and just swipe left or keep going, keep on scrolling to something they want to see. It's low vibrational. It's going to keep them at a level. And honestly, bro, this is not me preaching, but I'm going to go ahead and drop this science real quick. I think that men not doing this is my opinion now, is having a negative impact on men's finances on a worldwide level. Doesn't mean every individual man, but I think globally, if more men would do this, we will be in better position. And honestly, as men, let's keep it a stack, man. We need to have more conversations about this. In ancient days, the men would sit down and discuss and talk for hours. We need to normalize that. We need to normalize as men. I am preaching now. I'll be honest. We need to normalize as men having these type of talks. And not just about retention. Talks about women. Talks about finances. Talks about spiritual matters, financial matters, cryptocurrency, the gym. We need to be helping each other. You see what I'm saying? That's what manhood is all about. I'm not sitting here like I am preaching now, like I got all the answers. I don't. You see what I'm saying? We need to help each other. We need to help each other. You may be an expert in fitness. You may be an expert in theology. You may be an expert in business. This person may be gifted with a talent in music. We all have different abilities. And as men, we're supposed to come together and share the collective knowledge and help each other to grow and be our best versions. That's a long way of saying iron sharpens iron. You dig? Men build men. That part. Iron sharpens iron. You dig? Men build men. Period. We get stronger together, not by ourselves. Because another man's going to challenge you. Another man's going to challenge you to step your game up. You know that. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way God made it. You should challenge me. I should challenge you. That's what manhood is all about. We're constantly challenging each other. And when that is happening, we're all growing. We're all developing. And this topic today, this is all about growth, my boy. This is going to help you blossom physically, spiritually, economically, in every possible way. Now, I got to give you this game, guys. The longer you go on a streak, the more dangerous it is. So stay humble. You're going to be feeling good. I'll tell you, get to about 3 months, I'll be feeling really good some days. And honestly, sometimes you don't feel good. It's a battle. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit here like you just on this elite level 90 straight days. You're not. You have to challenge yourself. So as you get further in this journey, the temptation will be there. The attraction will come. The desire is going to be strong. Okay? Your manhood down there is working active. You're active now. Okay? Waking up. We're talking women here. Morning wood. Ready to go. And at this point in the game, talking 80 days, 100 days, 120 days, 6 months, a year, you're going to have to get spiritual too. It's not just physical. You can't just lift weights and work your way out of this one, my boy. This is spiritual. In fact, in one translation, the sea is referred to as the spirit water. Let me drop that science. So literally, this is spiritual game. So it's cool to work out, do all of that, work on your appearance, do everything I'm talking about. That's cool, right? Get into your bag. No wrong, none of that. But while you're doing all of that, don't forget to meditate, man. Don't sleep on meditation, bro. Don't sleep on prayer. Don't sleep on reflecting and reading books. Don't sleep on developing that mind as well. We can't just do the physical stuff when we're in retention. This is definitely a spiritual practice too. So when you do this, you literally improve yourself as a man, physically, spiritually, and also mentally, right? On a mental level, intellectually. And I want to challenge you guys to do all of that. So don't minimize your need, because if you don't grow in the spiritual level, eventually the energy will be too much for you to hold on to. Let's just keep it. You're going to relapse. That's what I'm trying to say. So to prevent that, you get this far in the journey, if you haven't been meditating, start meditating. Start with some simple guided meditations online in terms of manifesting and money or whatever it may be. Start taking more walks. You may develop some type of mantras in some cases for those who do that. Nothing wrong with that. Lighting candles and doing prayers. You got to find some type of spiritual disciplines. You cannot read the Bible. Okay, I'm going to throw that out there too. Reading the book, getting some sacred knowledge. You're going to dive deeper is what I'm saying. So as you go deeper into this journey, and I say this part for the end for those who seriously enough to listen to all this, you got to go a little deeper. And not just focus, because some guys, as long as they focus on the money and muscles, they're good. That's cool. Nothing wrong. I'm in the gym 5 days a week. So nothing wrong with going to the gym. Nothing wrong with focusing on your business. I'm working on business all the time. That's cool. But with all that, and most guys do this too, don't neglect your spirit, man. Most men don't take this serious. And I know you guys. I'm not trying to judge you guys, but guys, you got to take your spirit serious too, man. You got to pray. You got to do meditations. You got to read the Bible. You got to do something to feed the inner man. And that's going to help you to go that longer stretch when you're at that 6 month mark. You look up, you know what I'm saying? You look up, you're on day 182. You hear me? 180 days in, you hear me? 1 year in. You got to do some spiritual work. And I want that for you guys. I want you guys, man, to go as far as you can, bro. And so I'm not sitting here today like 80 plus days. Like you, as you can tell from my disposition, I'm not sitting here like, man, this is the Super Bowl. It's not, even though this is Super Bowl Sunday. No, this is kind of, honestly, bro, in a way, it's kind of like, you know, where you're supposed to be. That's kind of how I feel today. I mean, I may not feel that way next month or next year, but how I feel today, 80 plus days, this is where you're supposed to be. So I'm not sitting here like, yeah, nigga, I'm on day 80. You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't that. No, it's not that. I'm in a humble state of mind like, hey, this is where I'm at. Cool. Where we taking this? You see what I'm saying? In other words, that alignment. I feel aligned. I feel like focused, like I'm ascending towards something greater. And I know you guys who have been this far and further have had a similar experience. You know what I'm talking about. So that's a long way of saying, man, stay grounded, gang. Stay focused, stay humble, Continue to stay 10 toes down. You know, and Nipsey Hussle said it best, you know what I mean? He said, I'm on this journey all alone. I'm on a mission all alone. Far from where I started and far from home. You know what I mean? Far from home and far from where I'm going. You see what I'm saying? In other words, he's saying that I'm in the middle right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm far from home and I'm not close enough to where I'm trying to go, but I'm moving. And that's kind of where we're at on day 80. You're kind of like, you're further from where you're at, but you still have so much more work to go. Simply put, man, just keep on going, gang. Keep going forward. And hey, you guys are on day 4 or 5 or a week. You got to start somewhere. So there's no judgment. We're all in different parts of our journey. Some guys are more advanced, several years in. Other guys are brand new. But wherever you may be at personally, this is your journey, and your attraction will increase, and your life will improve. That's all I have for you today. This is your big bro, King Jabez. God bless. Peace.